So let's talk about the ideal team player. Do you think that a team will fall apart if one of these traits is missing? Humble, hungry, or smart?
Yeah, I feel like the three key traits creates a balance, right? And if you lack one, it throws off the balance, and that can jeopardize the integrity of any team, right? Let's say you have a hungry and smart team, but you got a bunch of egos clashing, right? Well, now you're going to be working. You're going to be counterproductive because any strides you can take to come together and kind of work in unison is going to be facing friction, so that it doesn't matter how hungry or smart you are, you're going to just be fighting against each other.
When I see hunger, I think passion in regards to whatever I'm trying to accomplish. The passion, to me, passion and hunger is contagious, right? And when you see someone else doing it, you want to do it too. And I think that's a key point of being a leader, is being hungry, being passionate about what you do. Once they see you're passionate, they'll and you are able to identify people that have that same passion and hunger in themselves. I think that's really key to having a leader, because you can tell when someone's faking it, when someone's just doing it for the hours, right? This is one thing, is doing it for the hours and the pay, as opposed to doing it for the mission and the direction of the company, or the vision of whatever that task is. So it's two different things, and you can identify one for the other. Those people don't last long, people that just do it for just, workaholics, in my opinion. Workaholics burn themselves out. You don't get burnt out if you're passionate about your mission.
Mm.
So I feel like a lesson I've learned is that part of being able to balancing it out, but still continue to give more without someone else pushing you to do it, without having your manager tell you, hey, this needs to be done. Can you do more, or can you help more? So I feel like that's an important lesson from the book.
It's something that you got to find within yourself too. If you really want it, then you're going to push yourself to get it.
Self-awareness, I think, is very important. Like, you have to be humble enough to accept what are the areas of opportunities, or what are the things that we can improve upon. And hunger is something that, what are the things that we could do to address those opportunities?
Well, my favorite definitely was about humbleness. One quote that I really liked, it was, it doesn't mean thinking less of yourself. It meant to think of yourself less. That was, for me, the best lesson of the book.
One of the
Thank you,
greatest.
Alexis.
It's one of the greatest quotes ever, Alexis.
yes.
I
Ever.
couldn't agree more.
I agree.
It is.
One of the greatest quotes.
We have talked about humble, hungry, and let's talk about smart.
Smart. Smart is something that I need to evaluate you for a certain amount of time to be able to figure out if you're smart. And we're not talking about IQ. I'm going to remind you. It's, are you able to control your emotion and read the room and read it properly? Just because you're reading it doesn't mean you're evaluating it correctly.
And if we don't have it, we're just going to be working hard. We can be very hungry and be working very hard and very humble, but we're not going to be reaching our goals. That's what I think.
So I feel like that's an important thing, knowing what to say and how to say it, because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I feel like that's an important part of being smart.
Everyone has their own story, their own situation. Can always help you in regards to being more, emotionally intelligent about your decisions and how to approach people, just about that specific thing. That's all I'm going to say.
But it's at the end of the day, we're talking to people that at the end, it's going to be our clients. And how important it's to be smart, to read the room and understand how they feel and what to say next.
A while back, when we first read this book, we spreaded humbleness by recognizing the humble, and by recognizing the people that were humble, right? When they did just selfless acts or humble acts, and these were things that we all monitored. When you see someone doing something that shows humbleness, or even if you see somebody that's showing something where it shows, being hungry, humble, or smart, you recognize it and you highlighted it to others. And once others see, it becomes contagious as well. So that's one way, is to call it out when you see it and put it on blast to everyone, so that everyone can be recognized for, even though humble people don't like to be, in some cases, put on the spot, sometimes it's necessary to spread awareness.
As we preach certain messages pertaining to humility or hunger or even smart, you're like highlighting it and showing people the success stories and making sure that that we're influencing the behaviors that we believe in, right?
Who was it? Bobby brought up the question to Jeff and Clear. He, after they have identified that they wanted to stay away from jackasses, he said, what if we are jackasses, right? And Jeff said that that's a great place to start. And, you know, this ties back with being able to adjust if needed, right? Being able to take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror and recognize if you're doing something wrong, then being able to, you know, make that conscious decision of wanting to improve, because being hungry, humble, and smart is not something that you are born with, right? This is something that you can learn, that you can practice, that you can perfect, and that you can eventually achieve, right?